This week's moon story is all about me. Me. And by me, I mean you. Yes, you, the individual. After everything we've experienced over the last few weeks about community, collaboration, and belonging, this Leo solar eclipse asks a completely different question. Who are you when no one else is around? Welcome back to the Tauran Empress, where we explore the astrology of the week through myth, storytelling, and archetype. Last week, we revisited the Ugly Duckling, not to explore rejection, but to take a look at social adaptation. We explored how we slowly borrowed the collective's convictions, values, and opinions, not because we were weak, but because that's how human beings survive. But eventually, every single one of us asks a different question. Where's the line that separates social adaptation from self-abandonment? This Leo solar eclipse doesn't ask you to become someone new. It's asking us to remember who we were before we learned to perform. So, to share the meanness of it all, I'm going to share a personal story that I hope you can appreciate. When I was pregnant with my daughter Lily, I discovered something about myself that I actually didn't recognize until many years later, actually quite recently. The moment I found out I was having a little girl, I immediately began imagining her future. Guys, I was 22, please go easy on me here. I imagined she'd dance ballet, she'd wear beautiful pink dresses, she'd play many different instruments, she would become graceful, poised, creative. I wasn't describing my daughter, I was describing the woman I thought I should have been. Those weren't dreams she had ever asked for. I mean, she wasn't even born. They were projections. Pieces of myself I'd placed onto her because I hadn't yet given myself permission to claim them. I'm very happy to report the moment I held Lily for the first time, something changed. I remember looking at this tiny little human in my arms and throwing those projections completely out the window. And instead, I made her a promise. She could be anything she wanted to be. And I would show her how, by refusing to hide from my potential any longer. At least that's what I thought would happen. And to be fair, I stayed true to my side of that promise. But something beautiful happened that I didn't expect as Lil got older and her personality began to mature and shine through. Lil didn't become the little girl I imagined she would be. Of course she didn't. Lil became Lil. Funny, creative, bold, a gifted writer, a musician, sometimes a moody pain in the bum. Teenagers, you know. She was and is entirely herself. And I realized something that I never expected, something that didn't happen in a moment, but sort of grew and simmered in the background within me as time went on.
And it has not.
No, she wasn't the reflection of my unrealized potential. Instead, she was reflecting back to me some of the parts of myself I'd forgotten existed. Parts of myself that maybe I had been told were too much, too wrong, too weird, too cringe. But these traits were so wonderful when I saw them reflected in her. I thought I was modeling for her how to be oneself through being ambitious and goal-oriented. But actually, the real kernel of wisdom was the whole time she was showing me how true liberation and self-love comes from an authentic existence, not chasing something that exists outside of yourself. And you bet, she's an Aquarius, much like our North Node. This Leo solar eclipse is presenting an opportunity to see our reflections once more and ask ourselves if maybe there are qualities we want to reclaim that we've let go of. We're invited to reflect not on who we should become, but to reflect on the best parts of us that we left behind. The passions, the creativity, the weirdness, the joy, the voice. Over the next 18 months, with the lunar nodes in Aquarius and Leo, many of us will be invited to integrate these parts of ourselves back into our existence, not in pursuit of perfection, not chasing a dream or a goal, but in preparation for wholeness. So, in this Leo season, are you finally ready to live out loud?
There is a
to go there in one week. Want any more for me to sweep? Not in a castle on